Thank you for joining with us today. I'm so glad that you're here and that we can even be together and have this conversation. Always Women's View, we always have a conversation to run, and these conversations are the best because, you know, it's better a place where you are informed than just being being in the world without knowing what is going on. And in today's world, we have seen how people are different, things are different, and there's just a lot to learn from. And especially, we want to continue with the relationship matters. And in this case, I'm talking about toxic relationship. As human beings, we've been made to come together and have a relationship, and especially relationships between a lover and also between parents, but in this case we are going to talk about toxic relationship between partners. And I feel it's something that is we need to talk about because it is where we can incorporate it with GBV, gender-based violence. As we have seen the world today, we have really changed. Things have changed. And people are fighting from nowhere. People are killing each other for nothing. And that is why we have also to learn, what is this toxic relationship? And I'm not alone. I always have someone. I want to welcome you here. Stay tuned. Shiro Wangige wants you to keep up with this conversation. Our social media handle, we are GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. As we continue with this discussion, I also want you to comment. Give me what you tell me what you think about it, and also a point that you would want us to talk about more. I'm not alone, as I had said earlier. I'm with a very beautiful lady here joining with us. She's going to take us through this conversation because I feel we have to listen and we also need to talk about it. Welcome so much.
Thank you so
Kindly introduce yourself. Let my viewer know huyu ni nani niko na yeye kwa studio.
Kabisa. Yes. Hello to you all. My name is Susan Warugoro, alias Minji Minji.
Okay.
I'm a third year student at KU, doing education and majoring in Kiswahili.
Wow. So tuongee Kiswahili?
Tunaweza tumia either
Kiswahili ama kama umemeja na Kiswahili unajua utaanza kuona mistakes. Anyway, welcome so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming. Now we are talking about toxic relationship.
Sure.
I want to know what is toxic relationship. Yes, and we can only get it from you. Juu tunaweza kuwa na vitu zenye tuko nazo, me and my viewer, tunafikiria ndio toxic relationship. What is toxic relationship, so?
Generally, it means a relationship, of course a romantic relationship, whereby one partner seeks to undermine the other partner.
Okay.
Yeah, there is jealousy and there's no comfort between the two people.
Okay.
So generally that is what it means. Yeah.
Okay. That is what it is when we say toxic relationship.
Yeah, it's like one
zinaharibu hiyo. Okay.
One person is kind of taking advantage of the other. Sure.
Yeah. Okay, and they still want to be in that relationship.
Yeah, they still want to be there. So it just revolves around there, taking advantage of the other or undermining them.
And could it be both? Huyu anatake advantage of the other, hivyo inakuwa sasa hakuna mmoja kwa sawa.
Okay, most of the times that comes at the end, where there is the revenge.
Okay.
You see, after you realize that I've been in a toxic relationship, now you seek to revenge.
Okay.
Yeah, so hiyo inakuja pale mwisho kabisa.
Ukishajua sasa.
Ukishajua hiyo.
Now that we know what is toxic relationship, what are the causes? Unajua that the way you are explaining ni one person taking advantage of the other. Maybe you can give us some instances that you've come you know, or maybe ushawaisikia, and also let us know what are the causes that we can have or we can see.
Okay. For it to be termed as a toxic relationship, I have a very good friend of mine, a lady friend, of which hata sahi sisi bado ni marafiki. But around, I think a year ago, because we were classmates, she used to have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, this boyfriend fortunately was a working class.
Okay.
You see? So alikuwa spoil, giving her money, all that.
Yes.
But now the problem here, he was so controlling. You see, this friend of mine cannot go out with us, her lady friends. There's that aspect of jealousy, you know, when she receives a call, who was that? Why have you talked for so long?
Insecurity kind of?
Insecurity kind of. So before she even came to realize that he was undermining her, she had suffered a lot. You see? Because now
she was isolated from her friends, her crew.
Yeah, her crew. Just because on a date, hawezi enda nje even maybe 2-3 hours calls, uko wapi, unafanya nini, uko na nani, you see? And she hadn't realized it was toxic because according to her, unajua ni zile za ananipenda so he cares about me, of which kuna ile
so anaichukua positive.
But hiyo alikuwa ana overdo. Unfortunately, even as her friends, hatukujua it was bad. Until one day when it became physical.
Wow.
Physical. Ile ni vita because huyu ameenda nje, he wants her to come over weekend. Kuna shughuli zake. You see that hiyo dispute. I want to go here, yeye hataki. So it became even physical. Mahali anapigwa. The lady alikuwa anapigwa.
So the guy had taken full charge of the lady. Ni ana control maisha yake. Whatever anafanya, kenye, you know, this is where I want you to go, this is who I want you to go with. Everything. So mpaka kabla akuja kurealize sasa imekuwa physical.
It was physical because now ilifika mahali the lady couldn't take it again. Anaona amefinyika. He controls the calls zenye huyu dem anapick. Kama ni classes anaenda, he has her timetable, so haezi mwambia niko class na hayuko class, you see?
Amempenda hadi anampea nini?
Ni mapenzi, anampea timetable. So he knows kama for hauko class for that you should be. Okay, she had moved in with him. Unaona?
Okay.
That is one problem. Okay, wacha niseme tu alijiletea. So kama ni 4, ako na timetable yake, for that he expect you to be in the house, that controlling.
He was over-controlling actually.
Over-controlling.
Because I think she needed also her time and also time with friends.
Which she didn't have. After kuchukuana na huyu mtu, ni ile we say you start dating and then you forget your friends. You're done with your crew. Now, this is the one and only.
Now, you know, when you're talking about it in that manner, I hear very many ladies saying, by the way, unajua, boyfriend yangu ananipenda, hadi alisema nisikue naendaga sijui outs na mademu wengine watani spoil. You know, when I think about it in that side, then I'm like, it's only a matter of time for you to know that he's taking advantage of, you know. Ataanza kukataza kuenda out na ma friends zake. Aanze sasa kukua dictator kwa hiyo, which I also think kama ladies tuna entertain.
Sure.
Because I don't think why a man should come and change me, the life I had been living forever, you know. Maybe kama ni campus niko na makru zangu, you don't want me niende anymore. Anaanza kukudictatea. And then before you know it, ameanza kukua physical. Then what happened with that lady?
So the lady, wakati ilianza kuwa physical, unajua sasa ilibidi, she was most of the time anashare na mimi. So mimi nilimwambia wewe liwe liwalo, it's time you know what to do with this man. Because before he found you, you were living your life.
Yes.
And he shouldn't change ile life ulikuwa unaishi.
Not change so much.
Yeah. At least ikwe a positive change.
Yes.
Si yenye inakuletea shida. But finally she quit. Though ilikuwa, okay, it was heartbreaking for her, lakini nilimwambia tu quit. Liwe liwalo. Though it took time for her to heal out of that. Because hakuwa naamini. You know those kind of ladies unamwambia and then she's like, ama Suzy ako jealous, hataki ni kwenda huyu mtu, you see. Yeah, but the end of it all, alikam to realize, nilikuwa namsaidia.
Okay. Wow. And could she have maybe told you something? So what do you think? What were the causes?
Number one, lack of interest. Interest huisha.
Huwa inaisha?
Interest huisha.
From
Shiro,
both sides
wacha nikwambie. Mara nyingi inaanzanga from one side. Na interest ndio iishe, most of the times ni I found you with something yenye ilinivuta kwako. But, ama maybe I was pretending to be who I am not. So as time goes by, unajua tukizoeana na wewe, ile kitu nilikuwa na pretend, nitaiwacha. So I'll bring the real me. I'll bring my real colors. Unaona? So hapo nikileta my real colors, ndio interest yako itaanza kuisha. Because you'll see, nilimpenda because of this. But now after 1 year, haiko tena. You see, maybe she was a quiet girl, she was nini, but sai
alikuwa quiet akikuona.
Sai haonekani, ako jumpy all over, you see. So that is one cause. The relationship inakuwa toxic. Because mtu lose interest kwako, hakuna anything yenye haezi kufanyia.
Her mind. Ako tu sawa. Because I think ameacha kukea.
Yeah. And unaona mtu akiacha kukea, most of them huwa wanapeana silent treatment. You see? Because most of us are not bold enough. Kama mimi, I might find it hard. Maybe if I'm dating, niambie boyfriend wangu, by the way, I'm no longer interested in you. Wacha tumalize hii kitu. That thing is so hard.
It's very hard.
Huwezi ambia mtu hivyo. Utaanzaje? So you will end up kujificha. You do it indirectly. Unajificha like you now start
withdraw tu pole pole.
Yeah, una withdraw pole pole. You start treating them otherwise.
Sasa na kama ana lose interest na tumekaa na yeye sana, tumeinvest pamoja, unaona kama hiyo tuseme mtu bado ako campus na amemove in na boyfriend, tuko, yani we have made history, hata kama ni ya 1 or 2 years.
Sure.
Alafu ameanza ku lose interest. As the other person, unajua yeye ndiye ame lose, mimi bado sija lose interest.
Really.
Sasa hapo inakuaje?
Hapo sasa ni ngumu. Because yeye ame lose interest, mimi sija lose. So unaona relationship itakuwa one-sided. You see? Utakuwa, kama yeye ame lose interest, mimi pekee ndiye nitakuwa na make efforts. You see? Kama ni communication, he'll never call, he'll never text. Mimi ndiye nitakuanga. You see, hataki anything to do with me, but haezi niambia.
Na sasa mtu tuseme ume lose interest, because we are looking at the causes, because we also want to know penye itakuwa ita end up. Sasa mtu I have realized this person does no longer have interest na mimi. Nafaa kufanya aje? Juu mimi niko na hiyo interest na yeye, mi bado love yangu haijakufa kwake. What am I supposed to do as a lady or as a man?
The best thing to do hapa ni to have at least a better argument. Just find time, muongeleshe. Talk to him or her. You see? Kama vile when you're starting to date, I am sure most people wanakuanga na ile conversation, I want us to be this. So if you realize that ameanza ku lose interest, mkalishe chini. You see? Muulize, kwani what is happening? Ama what do you not like about me?
Yes.
What have I changed? You see? And what can I do to be the perfect? Okay, we cannot all be perfect. But at least my imperfections nizimake zikwe perfect kidogo. You see? Ukikalisha mtu hivyo chini, but it's not good to judge. Mtu anaweza kuwa na depression zake na hana mtu wa kuambia, so anakumwagia zote. You see? So it's good to, even before you leave or do anything, mkalishe chini, muulize. Have a good argument,
Yes.
a healthy one. Sasa ikishindikana hapo, that is where now you maybe unaamua tu, you see?
Ikue.
Give yourself a break, or go treat yourself, take yourself out, at least refresh your mind.
From the example you gave us about your best friend, were there some things you could see, unaona enyewe hii inaweza kuwa ndio ili cause hizi vitu zifanyike? Unaona, unamwambia, unaona hii yenye ulifanya hivi, this caused this whole issue. Are there things zenye ulikuwa una spot?
Yeah, sure. I remember there's a time she used to go out with a friend to her boyfriend.
Okay.
You see? Okay, this friend, actually they met through this friend. So huyu jamaa alikuwa best ya huyu dem. So huyu jamaa ndiye aliwapatanisha na the boyfriend. So after they started dating, you see hakuweka zile boundaries that I now have a boyfriend, you're just my friend. Ile tulikuwa tuna hang out, kwenda na kuja kwako, unatembea kwangu, hakuweka zile boundaries. You see? So and I thought, actually I came to conclude that is one thing ilifanya interest ya huyu ishe, because she could go maybe Friday or Saturday, anapigiwa simu na anamwambia twende mahali tumezoea, maybe okay, they won't do anything.
But they're just friends.
They are just
so
friends.
She did not cut that too much friendship.
Yeah,
and maybe yule misinterpret the relationship.
Yeah. So you see that not failure to keep the boundaries is also a cause. You
need to put a straight line.
Sure.
Mimi ni friend, this is my boyfriend. So now akapea the other partner akahinti ya kwanza kuona ni kama and then he moved on. Asa akaanza kumonyesha, akaanza kuwa overprotective. Najua.
And you see, if you continue, okay, hatusemi you cut off your friends, but lazima uweke boundaries. Because hii inaweza leta relationship yako to a standstill. Because your partner ataona, kwani what does the other person do that mimi sifanyangi? You see? Utafanya aanze ni kama kujirudisha. They start wondering, kwani when she is with him, she is very happy. Ama when he is with that friend of him, anakuanga very happy. But akikuja kwangu, tuko tu. You see? Yeah, so we must keep the boundaries.
Wow. So, I think it's a very good thing how you're bringing it out. And as also you there, I know you have relationship. You also need to spot those things, and you know these things are there and they're happening, and we need also to be very careful on how we do it and the kind of relationship we are in. And that is why we are open to talking about the causes, even the signs. We are even going to talk about how tunaweza ondokea a toxic relationship. Let us take a short break, then we come back and pick on where to mess up. Thank you.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back. We are here still talking about toxic relationship. Tunaendelea with our guest Susan, and she's taking us so well, and she was talking about the causes of a toxic relationship. If you're tuning in right now, keep your conversation, your comments coming through, because I also want to hear from you. I also want to know from your side, what are your concerns? What do you want us to talk about? Our social media handle, we are GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. So Susan, before we went, you were telling us about the causes.
Sure.
And you had one that you also wanted to tell us before we move on to something else.
Yeah. Toxic relationship is also caused by the mentality that everything will change with time.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. You see that small thing you notice has started not going on well, and you don't tackle it that time. You see?
Sure.
Maybe mtu amekuja amekutukana. Ama you see, there are some jokes we make, but serious jokes. You see?
Yes.
Serious jokes. I don't want to tell you something direct, but actually I mean it.
Okay.
You see? So nakwambia leo, kesho kutwa, and it's hurting you inside, but you don't talk it out. You see? Unasema si hakuangi hivi, so itaisha. So that mentality will bring your relationship falling down.
Okay.
Yeah, because unasema si hata hatujakaa sana, so maybe I'll give him or her a week or two and ata change. And they don't change, by the way.
Anaongezea sasa.
Anaongezea because they now realize that kumbe they can tolerate me. Hata nikifanya hivi, haulizi, hasemi anything. So being tolerant at some point
And
brings
you know,
the toxicity.
it brings me also to this notion of some ladies are okay, anakuwa na in a relationship yenye the man, let me talk on the side of the lady, the man ana see out many other side chicks, so they say, yeah? And then the lady is like, atawacha tu, you know, alisema pole, you know? And then the next thing we know, tunasikia the lady hata anachapwa, kuna vitu zinafanyika on her presence, and anaenda either kucommit suicide ama kuua mwenzake. So I think it's hiyo instance yenye unasema mtu kusema atabadilika.
Na habadiliki. They don't change by the way. But ukiona kitu haikubambi ama something is making you angry or bored, sort it out hiyo time. Because that time yenye haijakuwa kubwa inaweza kuwa sorted out. Okay. Ikikuwa kubwa utaanza wapi? Utaanzaje? Wacha kusema, you people by the way, don't say ati alisema pole, nimemforgive next time hatafanya. No. Hata kama, okay, we say kosa si kosa ni kurudia kosa, but at times the first mistake is a mistake. Don't just sit there, ati sit back, relax and enjoy. Hata change tu, sina mpenda. No.
Hata yeye ananipenda. Aliniambia ananipenda.
No, okay. Actions speak louder than words. Yeah. Unaona? Hata si lazima mtu akwambia nakupenda. The actions themselves zitakuonyesha. Kama hakupei amani, you're in a relationship whereby you just feel like sijui ama huyu ndiye anafaa kuwa na yeye ama si yeye.
Hauko sure, uko 50-50.
Hauko sure. Hiyo si relationship. Wewe uko tu una pastime.
Wow, okay. What are the signs? Sasa nimejua causes hii kitu inaweza fanya kukuwe na toxic relationship. Sasa kwa ule mtu already ako in a toxic relationship, uto tu signs anaweza jua aje. Hii sasa ninaona hii ni ka sign moja, hii nyingine. Kwa nini? Yani aanze kukuwa na red flag ya ni kama nafaa kukuwa na shaka ama nianze kukuwa careful.
Sure.
Yeah.
These people are manipulative. You see? Everything, they want everything to be about them. They don't care what you feel, what you're going through. You know, maybe you're working class, ataki kujua uko na stress za kazini, hamjalipwa. You see, and sana ladies, maybe your man ako kwa kazi and you expect them to do everything. Anakupea pesa, akufanyie nini. You don't know, you don't want to hear from their side.
Yes.
You see, they become now manipulative. Everything is about them. You see, maybe hata mtu amegonjeka, they are not concerned about you. Ako tu, yeye anataka kitu chenye anataka kifanyike kwake regardless of the situation or availability of resources. Yeye anataka ifanyike. You see, if ni mwanaume anataka maybe he's prepared. Maybe, let me give an example because I'm a student. Na nimeona pale university. Maybe a man sana amemaliza shule before the lady. The lady hajamaliza shule. Now this man wants to, wanasemanga kumark territory, you know? So he wants a child with this lady and the lady is not ready. You see, so anataka everything about them. Hataki kujua situation. Sijamaliza shule. I want some time. Yeye anataka tu vile nataka, usipofanya hivi ninakuacha. You see?
Sasa inaanza kuwa threat.
Inaanza kuwa threat.
Sasa it's like me, I'm using all mine ndio tukae kwa hii relationship.
Yeah, sure. Si mimi niko na pesa, niko na nyumba. What are you waiting for? Kama hutaki, nitatafuta mwingine. That is bad manipulation.
The words to use, you see? To the person you're in a relationship with. Ukiona hiyo, wewe jua hiyo ni red flag. Tu heri utoke vile tu anasema nitatafuta mwingine.
Before mwingine atafutwe, wewe jitoe.
Because I don't think it's also good to have a relationship where haujui kwenye unalai. You know, it's like it's your efforts zenye zinakuweka hapo. So that you have to use all of your resources ndio uweze kukaa kwa hiyo relationship. A person especially mwenye ana threaten.
Sure.
Hati nitatoka niende. That is very rude.
Wewe ukiona red flags, toka. Na usingoje mtu akwambie. Unajua tunaambiangwa red flags zikiwa kwa relationship ya mtu mwingine unaziona sana. But when it comes to your relationship zinakuwa pink. Sasa aziko red, wewe unaona tu si ni kitu ya kawaida. Yeah. Another thing, for you to know that this relationship is toxic, your partner makes you feel guilty of their mistakes.
Hey, hauko serious.
Yeah. Your partner will always make sure that wewe umefeel guilty. You even apologize for something you haven't done, Shiro. Yeye anajua vizuri yeye ndiye amekosea. Na wewe pia unajua vizuri you did nothing wrong. Like hiyo si mistake yako.
Lakini juu unataka mkue sawa, unasema tu poa.
Unasema Akini, I'm very sorry, haita happen. But you have done nothing.
Yes.
You see, so they always make you feel guilty of their mistakes. You see, maybe someone amekuja, you've not had a communication even for 2 weeks, tuseme 2 weeks. And then you're there, uko like, by the way, mbona hatuongei? Like, anafanya ikae ni kama wewe hiyo makosa ni yako.
Wewe ndio shida.
Wewe ndio
the reason
shida.
I'm not calling.
Yeah. Haoni hiyo makosa ni yake. You see?
Ama at least to share.
At least we can share.
Yes. Hii nusu ni yako, hii nusu ingine ni yangu.
Yeah. At least maybe niliona umenyamaza pia mimi nikanyamaza.
Unaona hiyo ni 50-50.
At least hiyo ni 50-50.
Tunagawana.
But ile anasema unicall, unitext. Kwani you also have a phone?
Yes.
You can call me, you can text me, you can come visit me. You see? Maybe there's something you had promised, haijafanyika, and you're just silent. Then ile siku utaamua kuuliza, they are like, mbona hukunikumbusha hiyo time? Mbona hukufanya hivi? So they make you feel like, hauna uzuri unafanya, wewe ni makosa tu pekee unafanya. Don't wait for that.
A person in a relationship, a person should not be making you feel guilty of everything.
Yeah.
We should be sharing the guilt.
At least we share. Okay, wacha hiyo guilt isikue. Ama kama iko, wacha kila mtu tu akubali makosa yake. Kama nimefanya hivi, I apologize, I'm sorry, it won't come again.
Yeah.
You see, kama makosa ni yako, nasema ni sawa, nimeelewa, nilifanya hivi na hivi, sitarudia tena. But nisifanye ikae kila kitu wewe ndio unafanya. You see? Another thing is you feel drained and exhausted. Yeah?
Na hii mapenzi.
Yeah.
Ni kama wewe ndio resources. Ni wewe unafanya hiyo mapenzi itembee.
Bana unaanza kufeel without me hii kitu haiko. Itafall. And that is what we call relationship being one-sided.
Yeah.
You see, you just feel exhausted. Like, I don't want to do this, but wacha tu nifanye this last time, then maybe atafikiria afanye the next time. But who loves each other? Alafu hafanyi anything to show them that wanampenda. You see, kila time when ndio unafanya hivi, kama muna work pamoja, at least you can share cost some things. You see, si eti unaachia huyu mwingine mzigo wote.
Ana feel like drained financially, emotionally, or physically, kwa sababu maybe anafanya kazi sana kwa hiyo nyumba. Si ndio?
Yeah. Alafu you can also notice some change with your partner. A person you used to be so close to, alafu ameanza kujidistance. You see? Maybe someone is going through a lot. Kuna kitu inawasumbua kwa akili, but they won't talk to you. Na kitambo, ukicompare now versus then, you used to talk.
He or she used to tell you
everything. They are whereabouts. You see, maybe amepata job mahali anakuambia, by the way, I'm going naenda interview hapa, ilienda hivi, tumeambiwa maybe to the next week. You see, they are whereabouts, they are stressed, unaona? Of course, you cannot share everything, but kuna ile extent unafika, you tell your partner because you trust them. Unaambia, but I'm feeling this way, what should I do? You see, ukiona ameanza kujidistance, sasa jua kuna mwingine mwenye anaambiwa.
Hapo kimeharibika sasa.
That is the reality. Because mbona kitambo alikuwa ananiambia, kama maybe ananiuliza advice, ama mimi namwambia, kuko hivi na hivi na hivi, what should I do here? Unaona, ama niko na hizi stress, si naweza pata sometime kidogo ya kurelax, but ako too silent. Yeah. There was an instant I saw that friend of mine, nilikuwa nakwambia. Now the boyfriend fell sick and he was admitted to hospital for 3 days. Wanaongea na huyu dem, but he cannot even tell him, by the way. Okay, walikuwa some distance apart. Mmoja alikuwa Nairobi, mwingine I think in Murang'a. The lady was in Murang'a.
Yes.
So this gentleman, sitamuita gentleman.
Kwa nini? Tumuite tu hivyo.
Okay, the gentleman amekuwa admitted to hospital, but he cannot tell his girlfriend. You know, the girlfriend anajua through friends.
That your boyfriend ako admitted.
Yeah.
Maybe hapo anataka kumshtua.
No. You cannot say that, Shiro. Kwani who am I to you?
I'm your girlfriend, but
and then?
Labda I care so much about you that I don't want you to have that kishok.
No.
Uanze kuona ni kama hata nakufa, unajua uanze kujipea stress.
Hapana. Shiro, hiyo kukea ingine.
Hiyo
si kukea. Actually hiyo ni kuonyesha mtu that you cannot do anything. Unaona, ni ile indirectly kuambia mtu, sasa hata nikikwambia utafanya nini? You know,
you don't care about her
you
feelings.
don't care about how she feels. Now imagine that feeling. Shiro, you're dating someone, alafu amelazwa hospitali, you don't know, then your friends...
I should be the first person to know,
yeah, at
even
least
before the mom and the dad.
Yeah. Then your mutual friends ndio wanakutext ama wanakukall, Shiro, mambo, leo tunaenda hosi saa ngapi? You're like, hosi kufanya? Tunaenda nini? Ai, kwani hatuendi kuona fulani? Uko like, wait, kwani amefanya nini? No, imagine that feeling now.
It's very bad.
You can imagine that. Even your friends wanashanga, kwani hao watu wako nini? So that distancing.
So you start becoming less of importance to to your partner.
Yeah. And you know, when you become less important, that shows wamepoteza trust na wewe. They don't trust you. That's why they cannot tell you anything. Because they know hata nisaidia kitu.
Na ukinag sana na kuekelea kofi.
See now.
If you want to know. Unataka kujua unanisumbua nini? Pa hivyo anafanya. Yeah, I think so. So it's so nice how you are bringing it out and knowing that those are some of the signs. Kuna kuwaga na physical signs apart from emotional signs.
Physical signs
before ifike kwa GBV. Yeah.
Sana ile utaona ni anger issues. They are unable to control their anger. Alafu most of the times you'll realize that hizi issues zinakuja only you're together. You know, akiwa kule nje with friends and other people, they are very happy.
Anacheka tu.
Anacheka, anajibamba. But when it comes to even a simple hello, hata jibu. Ama akijibu, anajibu, unaona this person mbona kwani nimemkosea. Ako so angry with me. So that one is the most yenye unaweza ona physically. Ako na anger issues.
Na hiyo haiwezi kuwa hiyo kutreat mtu hivyo, can't it be from friends? You know, I also think about the friends we revolve around with, because some are very hostile towards their partners. Sasa when they go in a group and then they start talking and, you know, exchanging, mi namfanyaga hivi na hivi, like, you know, alafu na yeye anaenda ku-experiment. Could it be something like that?
Yeah, to some extent it can, because some people try to compare themselves with other people, not knowing that we have different ways of making it happen, you know. So you go check your friends, they tell you I'm doing this and this, and so you're like, na mbona mimi sifanyangi hivi, let me go and try with my partner. Yeah, that is also another thing yenye inaleta this misunderstanding or the disparity in a relationship. Trying to do what other people are doing. Yeah, or maybe trying even to outdo them. Unasema, these are hao wamekuwa mabeshte wangu, they can't be a point higher than me. Lazima nikuwe juu yao. Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, I think we need to watch on like two signs tudogo, because I think mi singejua hata ati mtu kukua mkali kwangu, you know, being overjealous towards the things I'm doing or the friends, ati hiyo ni toxic relationship. Something tunasema tu, especially ladies, men are always jealous.
Hey.
You know, mpaka sasa inafika hadi siendi, which anyway it happens so much, but I think we also need to remain as we were. Unajua mtu asikubadilishe sana.
Sure.
Ile mpaka unajipotea and then you start being lonely, depression, tuanze ma suicide hapa. Before we say anything, what are the effects? Unajua the effects of toxic relationship, ama you know, uto to science effects ina lead wapi?
You don't feel safe
At all.
at all. You don't feel safe. Anytime you will be thinking that I'm having this person, but now because amekunyanyasa, amekufanyia all sort of things, maybe they want you to leave, lakini hawakwambi, so you will never feel safe with them. You know, you will now start looking for outside reasons, ama you'll start looking for other people wenye watakupea this comfort, because how feel safe na yeye. You see? So hata mkiongea na yeye, you cannot even share with them anything, because una feel huyu mtu mi nishamalizana na yeye. You know, hata mkiwa kwa nyumba moja, you have that feeling, kama amekuwa maybe it has become physical, you have that feeling, what if tukue na argument kidogo, then he takes a knife anidunge, ama aanze kunichapa.
You are very unsafe in that house.
So you're very unsafe. It can even reach a point, unaongea na a friend, maybe the lady ndiye amekuwa kwa toxic relationship, anaongea na best yake, anamwambia by the way, anytime mi naweza kuja kuishi na wewe, because sioni future na yule mtu. You see, they are not safe. You see, hata hawezi fanya kitu ya maana. Hawezi.
Yeah, anaona anytime naweza kuwa naenda.
Yeah, anytime naweza enda. They can't develop themselves, you see. And sana sana for those people wenye maybe hata wako married, they cannot develop their home, you know. Maybe walikuwa na investment pamoja, but now the level of seriousness ita reduce. That is another effect of this toxic relationship, because utaona, what if ni invest energy yangu na pesa, then tomorrow it comes to end, nitakuwa nimeenda loss. So that energy ya kufanya kazi inaisha kabisa.
Unaona tu mtu ameanza kubadilika tu.
Sure. Na ndio maana unaonanga hata watu wengi, especially those who are married, they had an investment together. Unasikia mtu mmoja ameenda, sijui ametoa jina kwa title ya huyu, sijui gari imekuwa yangu peke yangu na ilikuwa yetu, because they don't feel safe. Wanaona anytime anything can happen, so they won't put their energy there. Kama ni kazi walikuwa anafanya pamoja, wanaanza kukuwa na that dispute, you know. Yeah.
So okay, let me pause you right there. We take a short break. Ukuje umalizie, because kama you know, inaharibu relationship. I think this whole thing inaharibu tu relationship. And we also need to know, how can we call it a quit, you know, and how do we do it before we end the conversation. So viewer, let's take a short break. We come back and continue with this conversation. Thank you.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back. Yes. Sasa, we want to know more effects. Na by the way, hapo penye tumefika, how do you feel? Uko wapi? Where is your relationship? Hata ni kama inachanganya mtu kidogo. You find yourself having some too small signs kwa relationship yako. If you feel that, just let me know. Remember, our social media handle is GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. So Susan, you were telling us the effects of toxic relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you had more.
We have suicide. Nowadays, we have had very many cases of people committing suicide. And when you get at the back of the story, you find that it's all because of love. You know, someone feels like I've been neglected. My partner has exploited me. I cannot take it anymore. Nimefikia mwisho. So the best thing I can do nijiue ndio nimuondoke. You know, that mentality of wacha tu nimuondoke so that afanye zile vitu anataka in
kama
peace.
siko.
Kama siko. You know, I don't want to witness them wakifanya hivyo.
In peace inakuwa mtu kujiua.
That is what some of us think. But mimi sifikiri hivyo.
Killing yourself is not a solution.
It's
Can you
not a
imagine
solution?
I'm not there and someone anajistarehesha? See, I be there and move on. Najistarehesha na yeye pia anajistarehesha. We compete.
But some of the people find it very difficult for someone you loved, halafu unaona they are moving on without you. You know, we attach ourselves so much to people such that when things go haywire, you feel that you cannot do without them. Ni wao tu walikuwa your happiness. So if they are not with them, then you will also not be there.
Na kuna hii kesi ya kushtua lovers. Ati alikunywa dawa alafu akaponea. Kinywa dawa anaponea. Sasa ni kama anashtua the other partner. So you have to stay with me ndio nisijiue.
Yeah.
Kind of that relationship inaenda hapo wapi?
Na unaona
nikae na wewe ndio usikufe.
So unaona actually kukua toxic hapo itaendelea. Unaona because utakuwa unasema mimi nakaa tu na yeye ndio asijiue but my heart is not there. You know, I'll just be there physically. Utakuwa unasema uko na mimi but mimi akili yangu haiko hapo. My heart is not there. Actually inafikanga a point watu wanasema maybe for married people wako na mtoi wanasema mimi usipofanya hivi nitaua mtoto na nijiue. So the man ends up saying okay, nitakulipia nyumba, nitafanya hivi na hivi but hatutakaa pamoja. You see sasa hapo umejisaidia na nini? Because you're not together. Uko tu eti ndio usikufe. No, that one is not the solution.
And I also think people should stop threatening others na kukufa.
Hey,
you know, dying is not something we should start talking about. Tunaeka kwa table ati if you don't do this, I'll kill myself. You know, si kitu tunapose hapa ni kama na kuthreaten.
It's not something to joke about. Na watu wengine tu watakwambia hivyo tu, enda tu ukajiue.
By the way, there are some who don't care. Mpaka anakupea method.
Nakupea method anakuambia this is the easiest. Do this ama hivi ama hivi. And you know at the
nitalia tu machozi ishe na nipate mwingine.
Sasa unaona wewe umeacha watu wakijibamba huko. So what was the use of killing yourself? You leave your family in tears. If you had children, you leave them without a mother or a father. Na hii pia the mother. Now the partner anaona this person has exploited me ya kutosha. Anafanya revenge. You see, anasema amekuwa akicheat on me, namsamehea. This is not the first, the second time. My relationship imeharibika. So I won't sit and watch them doing this to me. So,
ama hata ana move on, alafu sasa yeye anakaa hapa anaanza haezi move on yeye.
You see, hiyo yenye nimesema, we attach ourselves so much. Okay, love si mbaya, but pia hiyo
love huwa haina pain. By the way, love hainaga pain.
Haifai kuwa na pain.
Ile pain inakujaga ni part of hiyo envelope, lakini haifai kukufanya una feel hiyo pain ya kurevenge.
You shouldn't allow yourself kufika pale eti unapanga njama mtu auliwe.
Ama unamuua wewe mwenyewe.
Ama unamuua wewe mwenyewe. Okay? You just reach a point unasema hawezi endelea kufanya hivi nikiwa. Wacha tu waniondoke. That is not the solution. So if you find yourself that huwezi kaa kwa hii relationship, just find a better means of quitting. You know, it's not easy, but it takes time. Just do it step by step. Anza 1, 2, 3. By the time unafika number 10, utakuwa recover from it. Utakuwa umeweza kumove on na life yako, even without this other person.
Na pia unajua when you are talking about hiyo kuna pia hii kuchapwa sana. There are some women ama men kuna hiyo violence sana kwa relationships zao. Alafu inakuwa sasa hadi yako na uoga. Ukifanya hivi nitakuchapa. Unaona? So mtu anakaa ni kama yani sijui ako kwa dunia gani.
Ako tu. Amefinyika hivi kama kuku.
Anakumbuka nikisema ile vita itanipatana na mimi usiku. So ako tu rather akae afinyike, lakini akae kwa hiyo tu relationship.
Na haezi ongea, which is not cool, by the way. So if you find yourself in that, how do you live? Ama how do you end?
Yes, and some they have kids together. They have investments together, the way you were saying. And now amejipata kwa toxic relationship kama hiyo. And also others bwana yake ama bibi yake amekataa divorce, you know. Sasa anasema wacha tu nivumilie because of my kids, investments, you know, the things we have together. Hivyo mtu kama huyo anaweza toka aje na asi lose, because akitoka hapo ata lose. Maybe huyo mtu anamwambia uwezi enda na watoto mahali. Aya, huyu mwingine na kama unatoka hakuna kitu yako huko. Unaona, na labda umefanya investment kubwa, unaenda kukua maskini after like 20 years living with that person. Yeah. Mtu kama huyo anaweza saidika aje kutoka in that relationship?
Just find yourself better things to do. You know, find out positive friends out there who can help you. Unaona, kama your partner anakwambia ukienda don't live with anything, there are so many ways of you can start over life again. If that
Which
is
not
all
easy.
It's not easy, but kama hiyo ndio the only means, kama hakuna means ingine, would you rather allow yourself to die rich or ukae? Yes, utakuwa umelose kitu, but after some time you'll regain that energy na utajibuild up tena. Unaona? So you just better not allow yourself kukuwa manipulated hapa. There are very many things you can do. Kama ni story na watoto, many people do co-parenting. You know, maybe bwana anabaki na, kama watoto ni 4 anabaki na mmoja, ama wote wanaenda na bibi, but there is that co-parenting, you know, and that one actually itawasaidia ku move on. You see, this husband may get out there, apate another lady who he thinks wanaweza ishi na yeye. You know, this woman can also go there and akisha heal ana move on, anafikiria she can get married again. Co-parenting here inaweza fanyika. You know, you're the father to my kids, I'm the mother to your kids. So let not our issues affect watoto wetu. Issues zetu ni sisi, mimi na wewe. You know, and the investments and all that. Here now, when it comes to that extent, mko na big investments, you have put in money there together. Hapa ndio unapatanga watu even go to courts of law. Ndio wasaidiwe na the government kugawanya hii mali, because you feel I've invested so many millions of money, I cannot live.
Yes.
You know, kama if you cannot solve it mkiwa nyinyi wawili, endeni kwa koti. Kwani who are the courts zimetengenezewa na nisi sisi? Endeni kwa koti, itisheni divorce. Unaona? Kama you don't want to formalize the divorce, hii mali pia inaweza gawanywa. There's nothing very difficult yenye haiwezi fanyika. Kama ni
instead of staying in a very toxic relationship yenye unaona unaweza kufa tu anytime.
And another thing to quit that toxic relationship ama to end it is to block some advice, and especially from parents. You know, sisemi ni vibaya kusikiza wazazi, but some of them mislead us. You know, wanakuambia sasa ulifanya harusi, your wedding was so big, so many people came. Sasa utaambia watu nini ukitoka, you know.
Sasa ukaya hapo sasa.
And especially parents to ladies. Unaambia sasa mimi watu wa kijiji wataanza kusema mtoto wangu haezi tunza familia. No,
so anaka kwa hiyo relationship because of vile watu watasema.
Watu watasema nini? Nilifanya harusi kubwa, walifanya harusi kubwa. Your parents build their life. Sasa wakuachia life yako, ujijenge.
Wow. So very wise, you know, like that's intelligence. very wise words that we should take from her. And thank you so much. I really love the way you may wrap up that if it is so toxic that you can't stay, there is also a way of quitting.
Sure.
Please don't stay in a relationship when you feel like you can't survive tomorrow. Yes, you need a safe place for you to go, to stay, to sleep in, and also safe people to work around. Thank you so much, Sue. In this program, before we end, kunakuwa na kitu inaitwa game. Yeah. So I really love this part, and so today we are going to do truth na lie. Okay? Sawa?
Yeah.
So I read a statement, you tell me whether it's true or it's a lie. Are you ready?
Very ready.
Okay, toxic relationships is unhealthy.
True.
It's true. Kwa sababu ya what we have talked about hata. Inaweza kuwa, inaweza. Wow. Toxic relationships are spicy.
What should I answer there?
Are they spicy?
I think spicy.
No, spicy, I think it's something, if the food is spicy, in a good way, you want to eat more
Imeongezwa
and more.
kautamu tamu. To some extent, they are. Yeah.
How?
I would say they are spicy because they tend to last longer. You see, ile kitu tulisema, wacha nimpe time, ata change. You see, that is where you get, you're in a relationship, hauko comfortable, but you just feel, hii kitu si mbaya sana, I think I can cope up with it, then with time, tuta change. So to some extent, I would say they are.
They are. I don't think they are.
You don't think so?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm uncomfortable, you know, and you're doing something that I don't like.
But view it in this way, Shiro. Maybe this person who is treating you how you don't want, maybe at that time, they are your only hope. You know, maybe you're married, hauna kazi, they are providing for you. So you see that they are providing for you will make you stay there because there is something you're gaining from them.
Okay. Truth or a lie, you agree to disagree on certain issues. Is it true? Do you agree to disagree on some issues?
True.
It's true.
True.
Yeah, for sure, it's true. We all have to disagree. To agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Unajua, lazima tunaeka hapo. Kuna saa zingine tuna disagree in some issues. Most toxic people are not aware of their faults.
Lie.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
Anajua.
Most of them know what they are doing and they are doing it with a reason. You remember we said most of us find it difficult to say directly that maybe we have lost interest, we don't want their relationship. So wengi huwa wanajua. Wanafanya hivyo so that we uchoke tu uende.
You feel neglected and exploited when you are in a toxic relationship.
True.
True. Yeah, me too. Hata unasikia tu kuchoka. Ni vile tu kuna hiyo yenye unasema ninampenda. I don't think it's me. Toxic relationships makes you feel unsupported. Is it true? Is it a lie?
It's true.
They do.
They do. You just feel alone. Uko tu peke yako.
Na wale wenye wanapewa pesa? Kuna mwenye anapewa pesa kabisa, lakini kuna mahali haifiki jua.
And you see sasa hawa wakupewa pesa in a toxic relationship, most of the time inakuanga huyu partner mwenye anatoa pesa, anataka kujificha in that, you know, so that you cannot see in reality what they are doing to you.
Wow. Okay. We have come to the end of the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm so grateful for even the comments and the concerns that you people have sent. This conversation has been great, and I have learned something so much. And actually, some people are in a relationship na hata hawajui ama ni toxic. I hope today you know. Yako ama ya friend, ya anyone you know. So thank you so much. I have been your host Shiro Wangige. Until next time, keep safe. See ya.